Greetings, international people of the world. My name is Mrs. Sapran Makaluza, the founder of an empire of his empire, most innovative, most creative, and world-changing ideas for the workplace for innovators. Therefore, this is a Western Cape government proposal over here that has managed to hear our call. Yes, as the Skumbile West Coast Foundation that has managed to do its own research for 7 years. Now we have managed on the Department of Social Development of the Western Cape government to proposals of the 2021-2022 funding applications in terms of the community development services for non-racial and racial care services for all programs. Yes, therefore this is dedicated to the entire Western Cape government department and the Mako Pivot department and the City of Cape Town department in terms of the support growth for us to create a very accountable, accessible with trust of innovation, competence of knowledge, yes, and become partnerships in towards of this proposal. This proposal is dedicated to Mr. Blanche Harris, Khantelov, Melissa Henley, Kathleen Khotze, Melissa Abrahams, and Noren. Yes, thank you. The vision and the mission of our Community West Coast Foundation is to ensure that we bring the service delivery of service excellence as a service provider by giving resolutions and solutions to the issue number 34 of the Peter magazine of September 2019 in terms of their 5 priority goals such as determined as the economy, empowerment, transport, and special safety and innovation and culture change. Yes. Therefore, today we've managed to meet the updated application form for the 31st of 2020 of the funding proposals. So now the relevant information is detailed to account. Therefore, we as Kumula Foundation, we've got a great intelligent background. We've got a great intelligent integrated strategy of development to develop and ensure that our partnering relationship of associates will grow further with the Department of Social Development of the Western Cape government. Yes, we've got solutions for the child and youth care centers, child care and protection services to persons with disabilities, career and support services, and feminist services to older person, social crime prevention, substance abuse, sustainable livelihood, victim empowerment, and youth empowerment. Yes, we must understand that Skumuli West Coast Foundation is really a youth empowerment, but it doesn't ensure any ages because what we want to develop over here is the youth that is beyond the age of 35 and over from 25 and over from the age of 35. Yes, because we've managed to understand that the most youth that is disadvantaged, misfortunately, is that kind of youth. Yes. So this is a proof that we've managed to apply to the Ministry of the Social Development with our reference number 2018-427 from the inquiries from early in October. That was on March 2018. And yes, Mr. Fritz, Minister of Social Development, approved our reference number of 2018-247 when we were applying for the proposal of funding. So this was the first introduction. Thank you. Therefore, this one, is another improved from the Department of Social Development, Directorate of Community Development. Yes, when we are out there, to ensure that we are still applying for the fund, and then we approve that we can apply on the 2020, 2021, because on the 2018 and 2019, the youth programs had already expired. So this was a true response of trust and integrity, yes, from the Department of Youth Development. That on 2020-21 we have achieved the proposal for the funding of our foundation. Yes. Therefore, over here, this is a proof that we as Kumuli West Coast Foundation, we are a central supplier database for government. Yes, this is all the application form to prove that we are a government supporter, field supporter, because I, Mrs. Sapran Makaluza, am a field supporter. to grow, develop the government of the Western Cape government, City of Cape Town government, Mako government, growing from locally, and then we go straight to Africa, and then we go globally. Yes, over here, this is our certificate of the CPF from the Lingulators Postal. We are the stakeholders confirmation letter that we've managed to obtain, yes, on the 2018 3001. So this is to prove that even when you grow socially in social development, we have to ensure that we also utilize the community safety police forum departments through the youth that is unemployed. Therefore, as Komuli West Coast Foundation, as we want to grow from Africa, and then we grow from Africa until the global world, yes, we want to ensure that our Komuli Foundation departments are very structured according to the intellectual properties, such as those maybe departments that will need patents, registration, design, copywriting, plant breeder rights, trademark, and trade secrets over there. Yes, because we will understand why, because we also invented uh, things like that. Can you hold on for a minute, please? Yes, our patient purpose and interest, as we have managed to see that these are the most 5 priorities that we are also bringing a resolution and solutions to. The other thing, we are bringing straight resolution to every department of the Western Cape government, even though we know it's social development, but financing economical opportunities. So we are thankful for inviting us for the funding, and we will honor that you will provide us with enough funding and finance to grow Maskumuli West Coast Foundation. In terms of agricultural, yes, and transport and public works, we've got even those solutions, human settlement, Department of Health, and the Department of Education. In terms of STIPMEC, Social Development Minister Sarah Fernandez, and the Community Safety Minister Albert Fritz. So, guys, we have managed to understand all your concerns in the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport and the Department of Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning. Yes, me, over here, this is another issue for issue 18 September 2015 that we have managed to conquer in terms of e-learning and new technology for schools. Yes, because in another company of ours called the Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, those are the ones that managed to create, invent, and discover what the e-learning solution and resolutions. Therefore, our funding that we're proposing for first, yeah, it's just the premises to rent, salaries, transportation, telephone fax and printer copy machine, advertising and promotions, insurance, lawyers, water, electricity, and computer internet with Microsoft and Apple programmings. Yes, thank you. The other thing is that every document that we see in front of us, yes, this is just an introduction so that when we meet, apply for a professional, productive appointment meeting, we discuss about everything that you see here. This is Mr. Cesar Prime Makaluza empire of expansion of most creative and tech business companies, startup business companies, as most creative social development, community development, social innovative and entrepreneurship of 2021, 2023, 2026, 2029, 2032, 2036. And then you can find me on Cesar Brian Makaluza YouTube channel, Cesar Brian Makaluza, for all the playlists and the productions, what of every resolution and solution. As you are welcome to my library corner. So every time you see the library corner, departments of social development and all the departments of the Western Cape government, you must understand that it's a great presentation dedicated to you all. My first companies, I am in search of funds, grants, investors, scholarship, even yes, from the writers in empire of the MFA institutions, MFA institutions of poets and writers. My first company came, other companies that accompany Skumbuli West Coast Youth Foundation in terms of development. It's like Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, Skumbuli West Coast Youth Foundation as the New World Order, Wheel of Fortune, Value of the Currency, Bitcoin. the Afro-Creequa One Earth Bus Transformers Manufacturing Plant, the GIG Planetary Men of Honor, Military Combat Navy SEAL Fitness Training Base Area, the Moshe Zodiac Inotech Business World, the Creative Creations, the Saint Professor Empire of Global Networking, Advanced Management, 31st Millennium Business Schools to navigate the 21st Millennium Global Economy, so to create global economy opportunities. Therefore, yes, I understand that this is a Western Cape government initiative, but this is a vision and a mission so that we grow, what to support yes, other misfortunate countries, underdeveloped countries, and underdeveloping countries of the global world. So we have to create partnerships, relationships, associate relationships with them in terms when we as Kumule West Coast Foundation contribute the resolutions and solutions for those entire countries. So the other company that goes along that I have innovated, created, established, yes, in the name of Kumuli West Coast Foundation is the Youth Legend Games Tech Entrepreneurs, and then the Agri Planet, Agri World, Agri Universe, Agri Tech, Songa Siangoba together with Conga 1652, Africa 2063, World Represented Nations, Agricultural Farming, and Open Gardening Confederation to Fit One. Yes, and the other one is the Enita Soil Productions, and the other one is yes, is the one that introduces the development yes of sports tournaments and championships for the global vision of that one. Yes, so this is just a brief introduction. We must ensure that when we meet on a professional, productive appointment meeting, we are ensuring that we will discuss every letter page by page. Therefore, in that particular meeting, we are inviting the likes of Ivan Mayer, Anton Brendan, Bongosi Lamini, Minister Allen Winder, Nama French Mbombo, Donald Grant, Advocate Freeze, 10 Plateau. Oh, 10 Plateau now is a mayor. Okay, sorry, yes. Auxaras Marias, and the head departments of the Western Cape government. Yes, because I am capable of trying my number one best to ensure that I bring implementable resolutions and solutions. Therefore, in the Department of the City of Cape Town Mayoral Executive for the councillors and the other rates, yes, of the City of Cape Town, ministers and heads of the Western Cape government, regional health, success like Daniel Plateau, Charlie Davis, Mr. Carlo Vize, Brent Heron, Mr. Matthew Kimtin, Mr. Ian Lyon, Albert Webster, Mr. Zipmabete, Smangele Kumalo, Ruth Adams, and Samantha Martini, Yvonne Kotze, Chimen Ferguson, Ahmad Davis, Resha Yusuf, Abigail Williams, and Megan Williams, X Tillenberg, B. Walker, W. E. Brady, Angelina Kelander, J.C. Esau, Marias Jose, Dave Brenton, and then Brendan Golden, Kendrick Parker, Suzanne Little, and Evans Camille. Without forgetting the Western Cape Government Department of Organizational Department, Mr. Kel Pillay, and also Mr. Carl Poppenham. Yes, therefore, Skumile Foundation is planning to grow into all the District 6 black and colored community townships. Disadvantaged, unfortunate, unskilled youth, uneducated youth, equivalent of underdeveloping residential community youth, citizens, youth, young adults, and adults with other old age as the natives of all the entire communities, townships, provincially, regions of all the Western Cape metropolitans, yes, of the TA constituency, even nationally, as we are. Our plan of action is Kumbule Foundation to ensure that we grow also in African continent of the African Union, yes, countries, yes. So we want to grow also to them into their municipality, government departments, local government departments, metropolitan governmental departments, head of area and head of departments, department of the premier, department, region Karoo, And then the Mayor's Executive Committee, the international worldwide countries, parliamentary government, even the the municipality government of each and every uh, African continental country, and straight to Asia, Middle East, Latin America, Indonesia, Madagascar, Europe, uh, and Africa as well. And then we go to their rural and urban development, the Western Cape provincial government departments, World United Nations funders and investors. I hope you understood what we're trying to introduce. And then over here is another list of the city of Cape Town government, that in future we want to ensure that we also get support of financial funds, growth and expansion when we grow from our source routes of Kailisha, from sub-coastal 10, 191, 192, 183, 195, 196, 197, 198, and 198. Yes, therefore, in the Department of City of Cape Town, we'll honor to receive much more great assistance and support in terms of business support, skills development, and economic development. Remember, we were promised yes, from this. I apologize, global people of the world. We were introduced that there's a township economy success, Cape entrepreneurs success. So the town economy success is the one that now is brought by Skumbuli West Coast Foundation in terms of structural planning and in terms of creative integrated development plan. Yes, as a new venture creation, innovator, inventor, entrepreneur, alumni student at the UCT GSP Raymond Academy. I've managed to counter that there was on the 21st of July 2018. Yes, I attended this Western Cape Minister of Safety. So, at any time, we must understand that when we are bringing also solutions, we will be bringing resolutions and solutions from School Foundation, Famucha Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushi Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs. Sisonga Sangoba together with Conga Agri-Tech, Agri-World Agriculture, Farming. So these are the other departments that will be capable of bringing great success of intelligence. Therefore, Skumbule Foundation is a combination of bringing grateful answers that will be so unique enough to be established by these departments. Sorry by the handwriting over here. It is because that I don't have a laptop, I don't have a computer. So those are the other things like the office equipment that we need to have. But we'll talk about that later. So from there, Department of Community Safety, if you can see, please don't forget to ensure that Mr. James Albany has got this entire. We are capable of contributing integrated coordinating of these departments in terms of our creations, developments, establishments of Skumbulile West Coast Foundation for the community safety, transport and public works, social development, safety promotions and partners, education, safer schools, Department of Health, sports, arts and culture, sports development, community development, promotions and sports, cultural affairs and sports, local government, provincial treasury, justice and correctional services, Department of the Organizational Department, Cooperative Services Center, the EG Innovation, Institute of Management Services, the entire I call it tower building, various departments of education, and then the Crystalic Academy internships, even law enforcement, crime prevention centers, work the past project, agriculture, economic opportunity, finance minister, economic development, and premiers in the international. Yeah, yes. We will continue about this. So now, in terms of bringing solutions and conclusions and and the answers in everything, let's just continue with what we are continuing about. before we manage to stuck. Now we are talking about youth development. Youth development, yes, and then substance abuse, social crime prevention. Yeah, so if you manage to understand all these departments over here that we have managed to mention, yes, of the report review, yes, from the 21st March, 21st July, as I've introduced to you, conference set up by Mr. Dan Plateau. So this was our networking, our report review. So to develop our youth in these days, in terms of development, we have to partner. We want to partner and associate with these services of team worker, working for the unemployed, Silicon Cape Institution, City of Cape Town Greenpoint, CWD, uh, for the purpose of train the trainee, the Selentine Youth Empowerment Development Project, with all these projects, and then the Disability Workshop Department Enterprise, the Cape Town Extras Forces Association, and then Epilepsy SA Lansdowne branch, Sesto Learnership. So these two ones are the ones that are so uniquely love to develop the services of the disabled. Village Force Work Center, a Matrix Town, to Rehab Center in Drugs and Alcohol, Career Planet Student Village, Life Choices Young People at Work, Sabri Network, Living ADC, Scratch Lyric Crisis, Foodinet, R-Labs, the Ramon Common Academy, Learning to Earn, the Crafted Design Institute. Lastly, the Learning Cape Initiative of Oval. Our vision mission, yes, is to show that we bring those solutions so that you might get the funding of 2020-2021. Therefore, the Department of here introduces Community West Coast Foundation and the Vreed Company to mention the departments of the following foundation, introducing the background. So these are the backgrounds of Community West Coast Foundation that introduces him. Yes, the Department of Uneducated, Unskilled, Unemployed, Disadvantaged Youth, Department of the Homeless People. Okay, we'll talk about this later because it will be better, but in another coming previous view. But remember, it is from point two when I introduced the dream maker working for the employees, CWT, Salentes, Youth Empowerment, and all of these ones. These ones are designed for the youth, for also the disabilities, and then crime prevention unit, substance abuse, victim of power. Uh, so these are other solutions that we need in terms of maybe a stipend. Yes, when we carry on in the terms of educating all of us through this, such as the Craft Design Institute, Activate Leadership of Activate Change Drivers, Community Chest, MOT Youth SA, Foundation for Victims of Crime. Do you understand? Yes, music. And then Sweat Lifeline, South African Faith of Family Institute, New World Foundation, a Trauma Center for Victims, and then Community Action Towards a Safer Environment, and Training International Organization for Migration, Western Cape Network for Violence Against Women and Children, Vision Polish of Scope, Zone Verification Mobile, and then ENS Africa Pro Bono, Pascal's Trust. Today, Matrix down to drug and alcohol abuse rehab, Cape Town Tourism, COCT Museum, City of Cape Town Walk at the Tours, and the TP is Homestead, and then Limskin. So once again, we have understood these. So those ones are all dedicated into the departments that they call, but we do have what resolutions you'll see when we arrive to them. Yeah, so this one is to ensure that when I was listening to the radio one day, yeah, that all the refugees from across the African United Union were here in the city of Cape Town to be promised by the mayor that they will receive what a good job of of social services and social crime prevention. Therefore, it said here that all the immigrants, yes, the immigrants act, act and new regulations were effected on the 26th of May, and then in 2015 they were never so. So, when we are continuing with what we're continuing about, we have to ensure that when we include any refugee from any United Union from across the African continent, we've got to pay. But their service excellent, their service provider. Remember, Cape Town is a gateway through to African continental United Native Nations of the African soil. So, this is to prove that yes, I am a community leader to develop the priorities of the planning our future city together, yes, with the city of Cape Town, yes, because I'm part of the leader that is developing it. So I'll honor to be introduced into all of them, so that when we discuss about Small West Coast Foundation uh, through professional research, moderation, and assessment, yeah, we can see where to fit what where in these 5 districts from Table Bay, Southern Northern Cape Flats, Heidelberg, Chesapeake, Khayelitsha, Point, and the Blowback. So this is to prove that I'm also part of the planning of our future city together. Over here, yes, innovation, finance in Africa. We've got a great intelligent growing up, most in power of brilliance to partner and associate, which is in every organization that was introduced over here. So those organizations are the ones that are gonna reveal and yeah, it's in the middle of the night, you see. So I'm tired now. So in the innovation for finance, yeah, we've got skills of developing, creating a partnership with the continent West Africa, East Africa, SADC, for a two agricultural funds, access to services, investment, vehicle innovations. Let's carry on a bit further. There was a proposal called the Impact Assessment of Swart Clip ERF 562, yes, development. So this is our invitation on it, yes. But the most thing that we wanted a lot over here, yeah, is to ensure that our comments are in a great acceptance of great human dignity and human integrity. So this is to prove that community foundation is also a public benefit and an economic development through its tender certification clearance from SARS. We haven't finished. We haven't received any funding before, any donations, any grants. We've been struggling for 7 years trying to get a full lookup of the. So this is our application to become Smule for up of registration. So the next one is this one. The certificate of Smule Scholarship Foundation. Okay. You understand? Yes. Okay. Now this is Smule Scholarship Foundation background stadium. But first, we have to ensure that we are capable of bringing these solutions to the community development, the community safety, according to the ones you've already mentioned by name, by name, by name, by name. So, Skumile Vision Statements, Sports Education Department over here, the Humanities and Discoveries Department, Handcraft Projects, Entertainment Department, Cultural Affairs and Sport, the Schoollywood Arts, Person Development, Life Skills Project, Skumile Homeless Rehab, mountain hiking and climbing, workshops and awareness projects, Boy Scouts and Girl Guides Department, the West Coast Connections Department, the Kamative, new curriculum for the Department of Education. And then I believe that you will just take this extract for 3 minutes. The Skumule background is to recruit, grow, build, and educate our disadvantaged youth on the streets, that is unemployed, uneducated, ex-prisoners, dropouts of school, and those who are street thugs, into the foundation so that they reincarnate and re-innovate street life. We'll educate them with all the projects, awarenesses, assignments, workshops, campaigns, courses, awarenesses of our networking skills. Yeah, let's just leave it there. But you have managed that to understand what's going on about here. And then if you haven't found any information like this, please Google Sisa Brian Makaluza at YouTube channel. You will find all the media unsaid playlist. Even this one is already covered, but it's got the solutions for everyone. Participate on the development side. Yeah, development side is the needs for the funding first. Is the funding we need. I truly need since two computers, a laptop and a computer, a fax machine, printer, photographer machine, a scan machine, and landline, a phone, and answering a phone. We need stationery to capture data filing, that is manual and others on computer. Yes, and then only foundation to have t-shirt, caps members, all those things. Here we'll also need to pick a big shelf as to store all our projects and all our development growths. And okay, yeah, guys, if you haven't managed, I couldn't manage to fill every page here and show you, but you can see that everything has got its own explanation. Yeah, so that we grow our usage together in terms of what we will know later. Do you know that we've already managed to design we've got also architect skills that I learned as a UCT GSP, Career School of Business at the Raymond Ikamen Academy. Therefore, we have many designs. Yes, now we're carrying it on. Yeah, therefore, our our sustainability was valued through the assessment, yes, of this one. Yeah, so Skumile Schools Foundation, Vamushe Princess Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs. These two last one are informational technology, database communication systems, meaning that we design products, product designing and product development through technology, through coding, through information systems and information technology. Yes, they are with these ones. That's how it's rated, evaluated. Cumulus Constitution Foundation, anything. We are a building community to improve quality life and then reduce stress and maximize opportunity, creating economic opportunities, improving productivity and efficiency, alleviating poverty, enhancing natural resources, facilitating strategic engagements, promotion, enhancing biodiversity, and then addressing major economic challenges, and then ensuring strategic development. We'll come and finish this later because there's a lot over here. Because the next page, but, oh, lastly, we are also inviting in the name of Skumulio Foundation the intelligence of the City of Cape Town GSP various departments such as Miss Glenda Weber, Diana Okolo, African Arman, Alien Canaries, Serena McLean, Heron Brand, Carlo Vizzi, James Boss, Ruth Adams, Samantha Williams, Matthew Kempton, Nigel Titus, Melinda Holson, Janet Khe, Wessel Connaughton, Premier Len Winde, Carl Oppenham, the Monica Academy, Sunspoke, and Secretary Cape Town branch. Therefore, this is what I was trying to say. If you understand the mayor's portfolio of sustainability showcasing 2026 vision, portfolio, social portfolio, economic portfolio, ecology portfolio, social portfolio. Uh, this one is the excellence of mayor's portfolio of urban sustainability. So all over here, these are the job created jobs. Yes, now we need to employ people. Yeah, because you as the state of Cape Town have managed to provide us, yes, with your own strategic goal plan. Yes. Therefore here that's why I'm here to ensure that I try to collaborate Western Cape government, Cape Town government to become one through these first 12 criteria of project evaluation using sustainable development. Over here, yes, over here, this is the following analysis of Stimulus Causes Foundation development programs for the Stimulus Causes Foundation Black and Colored Community Township, unemployed, uneducated, unskilled, disadvantaged youth, which is the same city of Cape Town homeless street survivors with the continental of African native refugees, youth living homelessly in the city of Cape Town statistics in the CPD in the CBD, as this list is also designed to financially develop the homeless citizens society, as their introduction background analysis are stated documented in the community unemployed in another department of a background of Skumbuli West Coast Foundation, unemployed, uneducated, unskilled, disadvantaged youth development programs. We do have development programs in our department. Also, for the City of Cape Town government social development, we'd like to contribute with you, we'd like to partner with you, associate with you, and then you provide us with a chain management certificate to be part of the chain service provider, product developer, and community service, community building. Yes, these are the departments here that we want to do so: social development, sport department, youth department, community and partnerships development, community development, cultural affairs and sport, community safety and social development departments of the Western Cape government. In its education department found at the city of Cape Town, Colin Tower, with the sport development department, uh, the city of Cape Town, the government, community services and special projects, social development and early childhood development, sport and recreation, arts and culture. For all the disadvantaged youth development programs to also be implemented in the planning of our future city together and in the planning of our 2020-2021 growth. Therefore, both these that I'm going to try to introduce are dedicated to the entire black and colored youth that is unemployed, uneducated, and skilled in our streets of the city of Cape Town, growing well in the Western Cape province, and then we move to Africa, and then we multiply globally. Over here, this is the Department of Youth uh, for the Black and Colored Townships, African refugees, homeless people, introduction background to analysis, previous chapter. Therefore, we want programs that are there at the community safety. This Kumbulile facilitators through the DSD empowerment program. Therefore, over here, we want to educate a youth that is beyond the age of 35. Because that is a youth that is unemployed in these days. And in that department, we have the Department of School Schools Foundation, Learnership and Apprentices, to apply for CEDA services for a stipend learnership program, which is why we plea to the Western Cape government, to the entire premiers, to ensure that when I produce another media video presentation, I'll be introducing also the learnership and apprentices on how we are planning and planned it to be so intelligent. The other one is the Skomboli Lewis Consulate Foundation, Virus Olympics and Athlete Sports Development coaching clinics. Yes, coaching clinics for young youth so that the young ones can gain a lot. And then we want to build a networking relationship with the NYDA in the city of Cape Town, youth development programs. We have programs called documentaries and discoveries project, black and colored peer educators program, the Celentine Institute Youth Empowerment Skills Development Project. How do we love to will honor to partner with them and ensure that we cover everything up? Thank you very much. Therefore, if you could remember I believe City of Cape Town or the Western Cape, yeah, City of Cape Town, it was there a poster at the library ensuring that there is a learnership where you can get paid while studying welding, tubing. Oh. So we'll honor this opportunity to come across us one day. And then the career guidance, mentoring workshops program. Those are the things we are capable of doing. And then Chronicles of the Prophet's Vision Author House and the program, meaning that this is the department where people will be taught, or students, or homeless people, or even street living thugs and gangsters, that will be provided with those author house, how to write poetry, fiction, non-fiction, so that we can give out intelligence. And then we have Department of Mountain Hiking, boot camps, 1 day outdoor, 1 day outdoor programs, a homeless society, youth of empowerment for boot camps, yes, to grow the homeless society or living on the streets. And then also the homeless society, of the homeless society, sitcom productions, the homeless society dialogue emotions, the ladies of the line light living the first life connection, meaning that those will be Miss Kylie Star, Miss Eshloni, Miss Miss. We'll see you later. Yeah, and then we also have a department where we want to bring activities, events for the June and December holiday, September and April holiday. Just phone Vilanga. If you read this side, I'm not sure. But remember everything I've read, but it's true. Because Kumili is here now. And I'm only left with 7 minutes. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, you must have to come and see. But to you, Mr. Premier, uh, these are the Skumbuli Lewis Coast Foundation. Skumbuli Lewis Coast Foundation projects management programs and departments of the implementation. Ours as Skumbuli West Coast Foundation, we want to grow really in all the townships of Cape Town, black and colored townships, to have a large number of youth to take part in all our programs. Our other community projects to lead into sports and recreation and educational training. We will be honored to use the Western Cape government facilities and community developments that will also need economic financial currency for their implementation. We want to challenge these and reduce. We want to reduce these challenges. The concerning crime and drug abuse, with substance abuse, thug life in communities, violence against early childhood, teenagers, youth, and against corruption. To be a job creating foundation that will increase the level of empowerment for the unemployed, unskilled street youth, drop out of school, ex-cons, and then we support them, help assist, and partnering in networking, in relationship. We provide programs to them, for them, will bring them back on track to life and be part of the society. Criteria, it is to build concerted and stronger youth in the black and colored townships of the city of Cape Town and the Western Cape government, to develop a productive structure of good behavior into our disadvantaged youth, to also increase and provide personal development skills, leadership in operations, leadership in life orientations, educative development projects, and financial profits. You see all these things online, 1, 2, 3. Here is their solution, John. Over here. Yeah. You see, therefore, our vision and mission of our potential and passionate in a plan of action in motion is to have power and courage, is to empower, encourage, motivate, uplift, and inspire our foundation disadvantages. Yes, so these are the what our resolutions and solutions, yes, to bring into the department. You see, all of them are our own. Here are the others. These are the projects, developments, job creation, economic opportunities for the continental continent of Africa, Middle East, Asia, Austria, Madagascar, Latin and North America, Europe and Indonesia, and also all the islands and islands of the global planetary world. So over here, I have to sit down in appointment meetings so that we discuss how are we going to ensure that our designs and our discoveries and our inventions will have done to grow for nearby future. Therefore, over there are also tender development programs, job creating opportunities. Yes, because we were also trying to ensure that when we read that paper again, the mayor's portfolio, we understand that it is Skumbuli Institute Foundation in partnership with the global world, with African United Unity. So the typical tender process, remember most Africa's first largest law firm. The typical tender processes, those are the things that we need to do when we get the training sometime to come again. Guys, I would have read you this, but firstly let me do it. There's Kumule, have you seen those departments? Yes. Have you seen those innovations and creations and developments? So these are the schools that first attended for communities that we attend, that will deliver those, yes, in terms of the constitutional constitution of the DA, of the Minister of Education and the Minister of the Mall. Therefore, we want to grow and multiply from Kailisha to Misha's Plain, Manin Pekathlon, Pela, Vasco, Esa River, Blackheath, Philippine, Nyanga, Retreat, Ocean View, Crawford, Pittsfield, Maitland, Fully the News Cross, Langa, Cape Flats, Lavender Hill, Belleville, um, Barrow, Elsis River, Netra, Heiderfeld, Pontiville, Side B, Makaska Avenue Flats, Belleville, Depths, and then down to the Harmony Park, Kensington, Maitland, Crawford, Lansdowne, Wetton, Kidsville, O3, Lavender Hill, Grassy Park, Lotus River, Stratfontein, Westlake Crossing, West Bank, Melton Rose, Happy Valley, Elsis River, Makaza, Hout Bay, and then Marina Matakama, Kemps Bay, and then Sea Point, and then Green Point, Fishhook, Salt River, Woodstock to Observatory, Claremont, Makaza, Winepeck, and Musbrook, East and West. So these games are the workshops and programs. Now I only have 3 minutes, and 4 minutes I will just meet you within next coming hour. I hope you managed to see all this Kolile West Coast Youth Foundation, because that's the greatest priority over here when we are applying for this opportunity for funding. Yes, these are the greatest innovations that we need to sit down and discuss about it, and then we see how we will implement it in 2021. Guys, thank you very much for the first presentation. We'll continue it after 5:15. minutes, 20, 30 minutes.